They say every woman has a breaking point. Mine came the day 6 muddy children stormed through my brand new house, and my husband laughed while his mother told me to run their bath. That was the moment I realized I wasn't a wife anymore. I was their maid, their babysitter, their joke. And I decided I'd rather be alone than be laughed at in my own home. My name is Claire Monroe. I'm 41 years old. Once upon a time, I was a designer. Now, I guess you could call me a survivor of a marriage that wasn't really mine. For 12 years, I shared a roof, a last name, and a bed with a man named Ethan. But the truth? I was never really his partner, because there was always a third person in our marriage. His mother, Lorraine. At first, it was cute. Ethan would shrug and say, "Mom says onions don't belong in the fridge." Or, "Mom says vinegar cleans better than chemicals." I laughed it off. Who cares about onions, right? But the years revealed the truth. Lorraine wasn't just offering opinions, she was setting the rules. And Ethan? He followed. Blindly. We lived in Denver, not far from her, and she had her own key. Imagine taking a shower and hearing the front door swing open. "Clay Yair, hope I'm not interrupting." She was always interrupting. And Ethan would smile like a boy caught stealing cookies. "She's just checking in." No, Ethan. She was inspecting. Holidays became a nightmare. Lorraine insisted on hosting at our house. She'd show up with a frozen turkey, bags of pies, and somehow I ended up cooking everything. She'd smile sweetly and say, "You're home anyway, and you're such a natural hostess." And Ethan? He'd nod along while I lost year after year with my own family. Little by little, it ate away at me. Our marriage became a business arrangement. 2 housemates, 2 separate bedrooms, 1 constant guest. I told myself, endure it. One day it'll change. And then Ethan got promoted. Senior VP? To celebrate, he surprised me with a new house, 40 minutes away. Modern, bright, a fireplace. For a second, I believed it. A new start. A chance at peace. But peace doesn't exist when you're married to a mama's boy. One Thursday morning, smoothie in hand, Ethan said, "Mom's coming Saturday." Fine, I thought. 1 visitor. Manageable. But then he added, "She's bringing the kids." What kids? Her sister's grandkids. 6 of them. 6 children. Into my brand new home with cream rugs, glass tables, and an unfinished fence. Ethan shrugged. "They're just kids. Don't overreact." Saturday morning, the doorbell rang, and chaos flooded in. 6 kids with muddy sneakers. Lorraine smiling like a queen returning to her castle. "Claire, sweetie, just whip up some lunch and run a bath. They've been at the park." I froze. Ethan came down the stairs, grinning. And then, the line that snapped my spine in half. "Babe, if it's too much, you can always just step outside." Lorraine smirked. "Yeah, Claire, if you don't like it, leave." And they laughed. Together. That was it. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I went upstairs, opened my closet, and pulled out a suitcase. I packed quietly, methodically. My laptop. My pills. Enough clothes for a week. Ethan finally noticed. "What are you doing? You told me to leave. You're seriously doing this?" "I'm not overreacting. I'm finally reacting." Lorraine appeared in the doorway, hands on her hips. "Don't make a scene. This is the scene," I told her. "I'm just walking out of it." And I did. I checked into a highway hotel that night. Beige walls, silence. Ordered a salad I didn't touch. And for the first time in years, I slept without hearing Ethan's voice or his mother's footsteps. The next morning, I called my parents. My mother answered, voice trembling. "Claire?" I didn't say much, just, "Can I come home?" she said. Of course. No questions. Just love. Within days, I was in Portland, sitting at their kitchen island while my father made me toast I didn't ask for. For the first time, I felt anchored. Safe. That's when I said it out loud. I'm divorcing him. And instead of panic, I felt peace. When Ethan finally called, begging me to return, his voice frantic. The kids destroyed everything. Mom slipped. It's a disaster. I can't do this without you. I said only this. You told me to leave. I am. Weeks later, he signed the divorce papers. Lorraine wore a neck brace when I returned with my lawyer. She smiled and said, I'm so glad you came to your senses. I looked her straight in the eye and replied, No, I came to end this. People ask me if I regret it. I regret waiting so long. I regret the years I spent silencing myself to keep peace for people who never cared about mine. But I don't regret the moment I picked up that suitcase. I don't regret choosing silence over shouting, peace over performance, and most of all, I don't regret finally saying, even if only to myself, this time I choose me. So I'll ask you, have you ever stayed too long in a life that didn't feel like yours? Comment below. I want to hear your story.